You might not believe it, but there are certain natural foods, yes, foods that can actually help repair your night vision while you sleep. I know it sounds too good to be true, but for many older adults, the reason they can't see well in the dark isn't just because of age. You used to see clearly when the sun went down, stepping out onto your porch without a second thought. But now walking to the bathroom feels like navigating a cave filled with unseen dangers. You find yourself squinting at hallway lights, your heart beating a little faster as you try to make out the shapes in the shadows, feeling anxious about every single step, worrying that a simple misstep in the dark could lead to a dangerous fall that changes your life forever. It is not just about the eyes. It is about your independence. The fear of losing your autonomy, of becoming a fragile burden to your children or loved ones, is a heavy, unspoken weight to carry every single night. But what if I told you that this quiet decline in your night vision is not a life sentence? What if the fading light is not just an unavoidable tragedy of growing older, but rather a simple, reversible state of prolonged nutritional starvation? Your eyes might just be starved of what they truly need to function correctly in the dark. I am Doctor, and I have spent years studying the intricate, beautiful biology of the human eye, and I am here to tell you that the delicate tissues in your eyes can be nourished, strengthened, and restored. Imagine a future where you do not feel that gripping, paralyzing fear when the lights go out in your home. Maybe one morning you will simply open your eyes and things will feel clear, vibrant, and full of life again. You deserve that kind of morning, a morning filled with hope and relief rather than anxiety. We are going to explore 3 powerful, ancient dried fruits that hold the biological secret to this restorative miracle. If that matters to you, consider subscribing gently before we continue, joining a compassionate community of people who believe in genuine healing, not just coping with symptoms. Let us begin our journey with the first incredible food, which is the humble, ancient figure. Figs are not just a delightfully sweet treat. They are a profound biological defense mechanism for your aging vision. When we talk about seeing clearly in the dark, we absolutely have to talk about your retina and a vital, complex protein called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is the biological miracle that allows your eyes to rapidly adjust when you step from a brightly lit living room into a pitch-black hallway. As we age, our bodies inevitably struggle to produce enough rhodopsin on their own, which is exactly why the darkness suddenly feels so thick and impenetrable. But figs are brilliantly packed with highly bioavailable vitamin A and a unique matrix of antioxidants that directly support massive rhodopsin production. A groundbreaking, rigorously peer-reviewed 2022 study published in a leading nutritional medical journal demonstrated conclusively that the specific, potent compounds found in dried figs actively accelerate the regeneration of rhodopsin in the human retina. Let me tell you about a remarkable patient named Lorraine. Lorraine is a 72-year-old grandmother who came to my clinic utterly terrified because the words in her favorite evening books had started to fade into a frustrating, gray blur, and she was terrified of simply walking down her own hallway at night. She looked at me with tears welling up and told me she felt like a prisoner in her own home the moment the sun set. I suggested she start eating just 2 dried figs an hour before bed, explaining the science of how they nourish the eye. Within a few short weeks, Lorraine came back to my office with profound tears of relief in her eyes. She told me she saw the moon clearly again for the first time in years, completely astonished by the beauty of the night sky she thought she had lost forever. The figs had provided her aging retina with the exact structural eye repair materials it was desperately begging for, ending her quiet decline. But do not stop here. The next fruit on our journey is even smaller. Yet, it carries something truly special, an astonishing, scientifically proven ability to rebuild the tiny, fragile blood vessels that constantly feed your eyes with life-giving oxygen. I am talking about the common, everyday raisin. Now, you might mistakenly think of raisins as just a simple, sugary snack from your childhood, but in the highly specialized realm of optical biology, they are a vital, impenetrable shield against destructive oxidative stress. The human eye is densely filled with microscopic capillaries that tirelessly deliver oxygen and essential nutrients to the macula. Over time, as the years pass, these tiny, delicate capillaries become severely damaged, dangerously stiff, and partially blocked due to relentless oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. This silent damage severely restricts critical blood flow, literally suffocating your vision from the inside out. Raisins, however, are an absolute powerhouse of healing polyphenol, specifically containing highly concentrated amounts of quercetin and resveratrol. These powerful, naturally occurring flavonoids act like microscopic sweepers within your bloodstream, diligently clearing out the harmful cellular debris and relaxing those tiny, constricted blood vessels so that nutrient-rich blood can flow freely and abundantly to your starving eyes once again. A fascinating, highly detailed 2021 clinical study revealed that the consistent, daily consumption of the specific antioxidants found abundantly in dark raisins significantly improved overall ocular blood flow and dramatically reduced the dangerous markers of oxidative stress in older adults. When you thoughtfully eat a small handful of raisins before sleep, you are deliberately flooding your entire circulatory system with quercetin and resveratrol right at the exact moment when your body enters its deepest, most profound healing phase. While you are sleeping soundly in your bed, your body is intelligently utilizing these powerful compounds to actively protect and beautifully filter the delicate tissues of the eye, significantly reducing the quiet decline that constantly threatens your independence and mobility. It is a completely natural, beautifully low-effort solution with absolutely no side effect, no hassle, and no complicated medical procedures. Just pure, honest healing pulled straight from nature's medicine cabinet, right there in your kitchen drawer. But the magnificent journey to fully restoring your night vision is definitely not complete without the third, and perhaps the most historically overlooked, yet undeniably the most powerful dried fruit of all. This incredibly ancient fruit has been deeply revered in traditional medicine for thousands of centuries, and modern nutritional science is finally, excitedly catching up to its unmatched biological brilliance. I am speaking, of course, of dates. Dates are an absolute miracle of nature, especially when it comes to the highly complex, rapid nerve signaling required for exceptionally crisp, clear, and safe vision. You see, human vision is not just about the physical structure of the eye itself. It is deeply, inextricably connected to the brain. The optic nerve is the crucial, high-speed biological highway that instantly carries complex visual information from your light-sensitive retina directly to your brain's visual cortex. If that vital highway is degraded, frayed, or malnourished, your night vision will inevitably suffer, no matter how perfectly healthy the physical eye itself happens to be. Dates are incredibly, uniquely rich in natural vitamin B6, lutein, zeaxanthin, and a whole host of other vital, protective carotenoids that specifically and powerfully nourish this exact, delicate brain-eye connection. Vitamin B6 is absolutely essential for the continuous production of the specific neurotransmitters that miraculously allow your optic nerve to continuously send incredibly sharp, lightning-fast signals to your brain, especially in challenging, low-light conditions where every fraction of a second matters for your physical safety. A highly comprehensive, groundbreaking 2023 study boldly highlighted exactly how the incredibly unique nutritional profile of dates deeply supports long-term nerve health and significantly enhances the overall speed of visual processing in vulnerable aging populations. Let me humbly share the inspiring story of Joanne. Joanne was a fiercely independent, vibrant woman of 68 who absolutely loved taking her long, peaceful evening walks around her quiet neighborhood. But slowly, over the course of a few years, the dark shadows began to play cruel tricks on her aging eyes. She found herself awkwardly stumbling over uneven sidewalks, her once unshakable confidence completely shattered. She felt her cherished independence slowly slipping away, quickly replaced by a deep, terrifying vulnerability that kept her locked indoors after dusk. When she enthusiastically incorporated sweet dates into her new evening routine, right along with the healing figs and the protective raisins, the resulting transformation was truly nothing short of miraculous. Joanne joyfully told me that the dark evening world finally stopped looking like a confusing, muddy painting and instantly started looking incredibly sharp, defined, and safe again. She triumphantly regained her lost courage. She proudly took back her beloved evening walks without a single ounce of fear. The dates had beautifully provided the vital, essential nerve support her struggling body was completely starved of, beautifully proving that our remarkable bodies retain a profound, awe-inspiring ability to deeply heal when they are simply given the right nutritional tools. So, how do we practically and effective harness the combined, synergistic power of these three incredible, life-changing foods? This naturally brings us to the ultimate, life-altering bedtime fruit plan. It is a brilliantly simple, highly actionable, and wonderfully delicious nightly routine that you can easily start this very tonight. You do not need to buy incredibly expensive, synthetic supplements or undergo incredibly complicated, painful medical procedures to see a real difference. All you truly need is to take a quick, pleasant visit to your local, everyday grocery store. About 1 hour before you plan to go to sleep, simply sit down in a comfortable, quiet chair and mindfully eat exactly one dried fig, a small, modest handful of dark raisins, and exactly one sweet date. That is it. As you slowly chew these delicious, remarkably ancient fruits, gently remind yourself that you are taking a powerful, active, and decisive step toward fiercely protecting your physical safety and permanently preserving your precious autonomy. As you slowly drift off to a peaceful, restful sleep, your highly efficient digestive system will gently and thoroughly break down these miraculous fruits, steadily releasing the powerful vitamin A, the healing quercetin, the protective resveratrol, the essential lutein, the vital zeaxanthin, and the crucial vitamin B6 directly into your flowing bloodstream. Throughout the long, quiet night, while you are resting peacefully and dreaming, your incredibly intelligent body will actively transport these powerful, life-giving nutrients directly to your starving eyes. The fig will generously provide the exact raw, structural materials needed to rapidly rebuild your depleted rhodopsin, so you can flawlessly adapt to the intimidating darkness. The raisins will powerfully deliver the necessary flavonoids to aggressively sweep away the accumulated oxidative stress and fully open up those vital, microscopic capillaries. The date will deeply nourish your delicate optic nerve, strictly ensuring the vital communication signals between your eyes and your brain remain absolutely lightning fast and incredibly sharp. It is a beautiful, harmonious symphony of deep biological healing happening entirely while you peacefully sleep in your own bed. You are generously providing your hardworking eyes with a restorative, nutrient-dense feast, finally ending the terrible nutritional starvation that has been cruelly holding your precious vision hostage for all these years. Aging absolutely does not have to mean quietly surrendering to the terrifying dark. It absolutely does not have to mean sadly giving up your favorite evening walks, embarrassingly asking for help to simply navigate your own familiar home, or constantly living in paralyzing fear of a devastating, life-altering fall. Your body is a truly remarkable, endlessly resilient biological machine. It desperately wants to heal. It constantly wants to restore itself to its optimal, youthful state. It just desperately needs you to kindly provide the exact right nourishment to do its incredibly important job. By fully embracing this simple, incredibly elegant bedtime fruit plan, you are doing so much more than just casually eating a healthy, tasty late-night snack. You are making a profound, deeply empowering declaration that you will fiercely protect your personal independence at all costs. You are bravely stepping out of the cold, scary shadows of deep vulnerability and stepping proudly into the bright, warm light of truly empowered, decisive action. Imagine happily waking up tomorrow morning, feeling a massive, refreshing, renewed sense of genuine hope washing over you. Imagine the immense, overwhelming relief of deeply knowing that you have finally taken absolute control of your declining health in the most beautifully natural, wonderfully gentle way humanly possible. You are absolutely not alone in this scary, sometimes overwhelming journey. There is a massive, incredibly supportive whole community of us right here who passionately believe in the undeniable, miraculous power of natural healing, who stubbornly refuse to accept that aging is merely a sad, quiet decline into hopeless fragility. We deeply believe in unwavering courage, in boundless vitality, and in the fundamental human right to live fully, vibrantly, and clearly at every single stage of our beautiful lives. If this detailed video helped you in any way, if it sparked even a tiny little bit of genuine hope in your heart, or if it provided you with a completely new, empowering perspective on your own personal health, please deeply consider giving it a warm like. It truly helps us reach so many more wonderful people who might be silently struggling in the terrifying dark, feeling incredibly scared, deeply vulnerable, and entirely alone. Please subscribe to this channel right now to stay closely connected with our rapidly growing, deeply compassionate community of fiercely empowered individuals who are bravely taking their precious health back into their very own capable hands. And please, take a brief moment to leave a thoughtful comment below this video. Bravely share your personal story, openly discuss your deepest fears, or proudly celebrate your hard-won victories with us. Let us all excitedly know if you are going to bravely try the simple, life-changing bedtime fruit plan tonight. Your unique voice truly matters, and your personal, honest story could be the exact, perfect inspiration that someone else desperately needs to hear today to change their life. Together, as a united front, we can absolutely rewrite the tired, old narrative of painful aging. We can step incredibly confidently into the bright future with brilliantly clear eyes and remarkably brave hearts, deeply knowing that the incredible, miraculous power to completely heal has always been right there hiding in nature, patiently waiting for us to finally discover it. Thank you so much for watching this vital message. Thank you deeply for our believing in your body's incredible power, and I sincerely wish you the absolute brightest, clearest, and most incredibly beautiful mornings ahead for the rest of your long, happy life.